Hey guys, welcome back to Pillbox Movies. I'm Hank, and today, we're gonna try something different. I came back from a trip from Japan recently, and I picked up a DVD, and I figured, why not watch it? I've been wanting to explore some more Japanese cinema, especially Japanese cinema that's less on the international stage, less on the awards circuit, and so I picked up a couple of DVDs, and I might try a few of them out while we're here. This one I picked up at Disc Union. It's it's this rock and roll affair. Apparently, from what I gather, this is the movie Make Way for the Jaguars. It's from 1968, and as with most Japanese DVDs, this doesn't have any subtitles. So I figured, why don't we watch Make Way for the Jaguars without any subtitles and see how much we can glean from it. This movie is produced by Shochiku, I think. It says Shochiku Home Video on it. Very, very up there, if you could see that. Maybe. And yeah, it looks like a fun, whimsical kind of comedy sort of movie, and that's hitting a kind of good grace spot for me, like 50s and 60s American or foreign movies that are trying to capitalize on the commercial, the poppy British invasion, that sort of feel. Yeah, that seems like fun. So yeah, let's watch Make Way for the Jaguars without any English subtitles. And before we get started, don't forget to click the like button and subscribe for more old, obscure, and art house films. Yeah, Shochiku. More famous films from them include, what is one?
Hey you! Go!
Life of Oharu, I guess. Maybe those explosions or eruptions they're causing in their female audience. I'm guessing these are actually like drug smugglers or something that are passing themselves off as Buddhists so that they can transport some sort of illegal goods. So they have some sort of secret communication thing. This is further leading me down the road of maybe they're not what they appear to be. They had the idea of the rooftop performance before the Beatles. I love this aesthetic. This the Austin Powers aesthetic. And they were not afraid of solid colors in this era. Maybe they're going to use him to help transport their stuff. They mistook him. They were waiting for somebody who was wearing that kind of suit and with a rose on their lapel. And now they've accidentally involved him in their conspiracy. Yeah, you mess with the wrong drug cartel. Easiest way to escape during a food fight. Just, whatever. Just some easygoing Confederate and Nazi flags. The swastika means something different in Japan. I want to say it's, there's religious significance to it in Buddhist tradition, but still. Okay. Some sort of evil villain. You can you can see a little bit on the edges, the kind of the green screening they've done. Because during this time, you couldn't film television screens without it having, that weird effect on it. Okay, so my scope was a little off. I assumed that they were drug smugglers or something. That wouldn't be, popular for the times. So instead we have a mad genius or a international terrorist in charge of a criminal organization. Napoleon was thinking too small. What I'm looking for is world conquest. I don't speak a word of Japanese. Oh, cool! He's even got the shark traps from Austin Powers. Film making. Kubrick being a Japanophile, he was like, he saw this twin scene and he's like, I could use this for a Clockwork Orange. This lollipop obsession. Is this like a Westworld? Are they just going into different, simulated realities?
And tequila.
Tequila.
We have nothing to feed you.
Oh, I guess. Oh, this crazy.
Oh, just crazy. When was the Dollars trilogy? He's got the Clint Eastwood thing down, though. But even back in 1968, the genre or the style that Austin Powers is imitating or is referencing is already itself a genre that's built out of references. It's very kind of pop culture-y. It's not very substantive, so you gotta create references of the times that you're in. Ooh, nice. We've got them trapped at Dreamland. Why are they after the Jaguars? I guess they have whatever, thing was being transported that they were looking for, that they were trying to get from the Buddhist priests. Well, our stalwart protagonists seem to have found themselves caught up in a military intervention. I think this is having a bit more fun in its amusement park chase sequence than 40 Pounds of Trouble did. 40 Pounds of Trouble was a little bit more internally consistent, but this is having more fun. Oh dear. This is one of the worst diets I've ever seen. They sustain themselves on spaghetti and Pepsi. Kino, it is Kino. Big brazen advertisement. Contextually, I can't even guess what they're talking about right now. But they're eating the Petite Prince. We've got a new character introduced. Another villain, maybe? Sounds like villain music. Only a villain would have a rose and a pocket square like that while reading the Petite Prince. LSD? Oh, that's a terrible way to die. Oh no, fembots! Really? Fembots? Austin Powers, you have a lot to answer for. Were they frozen in ice and now they've been defrosted? And they're Power Rangers too. And oh, not great. You hate to see it. You hate to see bikini-clad Nazis. Oh my god. Oh, Jesus. I don't know when any of this will get done, but I hope in the future. If time allows, we shall do some Stray Cat Rock. Delinquent girl boss, what I hope to be someday. I have to say, this movie has a great, like, hot guy to hot girl ratio. Keiko, save them! Those twins bikinis are so cute. Enka. I love all of Akiko? I love all of her dresses. I love everybody's costumes in this, actually. Ooh. I think what's really instructive about this, especially in terms of like modern adaptations of period work or interpretations of period work, is while costumes like can really make a period. Ooh, what is the sequence about? He's seeing a nice Christian woman coming through the clouds. He's looking for that right girl. But no matter how much costumes can kind of make a period, you really need like the correct kind of makeup and hair to supplement it. Like, these guys' hairs doing so much work of establishing them as like a late 60s, mid to late 60s like pop band. What every Japanese pop band frontman is looking for, a nice conservative Christian Japanese girl. I'm sure they'll have a lot in common. The transitions between like different like set pieces is so jarring in a good way. Ooh, some flamenco. I like this also, the repeated, regardless of the change in like clothes and coloring styles that Keiko or the band manager wears, she has a consistent style of polka dots across her various wardrobe pieces. I still can't tell you what this movie's about though. We know that Shin is looking for love. Okay, so he's looking for a girl named Yuki, maybe from his past. They've got this, like, YouTube lighting down. Yuki's gone, I'm here! And she's gonna betray them to the evil, the Dr. No character. Those time zones aren't even right. No, he has Yuki. They're gonna discover that Yuki's with the bad guy. That's who he's talking to. He's not talking to Keiko. This is a nice little travelogue for seeing different kind of locations in Japan. Really fun. You get to see some amusement parks. You get to see some mountains. It's... I mean, I don't think this was C4 distribution, but if it did, it'd be a really nice kind of tourist picture showing different parts of Japan. That's something you always kind of have to remember for these films, from the comic to the series. Like, in the end, James Bond films' purpose is for making money, and it makes money in different ways. It makes money by selling the brand of James Bond, but also by selling the brand of the locations that were featured. James Bond is selling you a fantasy of kind of like Western conquering or domestication of foreign lands to make it like appealing or manageable, controllable, I don't know, and that to Western civilization and you as a member of that civilization, as an extension of it, are able to enjoy and exert that same degree of control. There's a lot of bikini-clad girls. Simple pleasures in this movie. It's gonna be her, it's gonna be Yuki. Yeah, there she is! I love this snow theme that they've got going. Maybe in another life. Oh, even pop sensations can't get everything they want. And like to reinforce her like Christian good girl thing. Yeah, there you go. It's her dad, maybe? Yeah! Her theme is like being played on an organ in part. Casts off the envious moon, who is pale and something with grief, sick with grief, that you, her maid, are more fair than she. Avalanche! Yeah! Conventions. Clichés. They're there for a reason, so that when we watch a movie in another language, we'll be able to understand at least a little bit. Oh! We went full Cowboy Bebop! It's all just a dream. Spike! Spike! Oh, he's gonna be pissed that you killed his daughter. Go on, shave your head, become a monk. Ah, I see. They were sailing over to the criminal mastermind's island so that they could wreak vengeance upon him or stop his evil plan. This is apparently the site of a World War II engagement. I guess they're at Guadalcanal. Those are some nice jeans. Jesus. Look at the hug on that. Let this be evidence that all cultures, all civilizations treat their history with abandon. The island engagements of World War II are, to a subsection of Japanese people, just as serious, provide as little seriousness as to be background for a pop band adventure flick, comedy flick. It's actually the American military. Or, you know, Japanese military. It's one of those soldiers who still thinks the war is going on, treating this subject with complete unseriousness. I don't know if I am supposed to be offended for a culture that I am not a participant in. I'm a little. This is absolutely ridiculous. I'm a little like, not embarrassed, like mortified that this would be used in a plot point in a movie made by Japan. This is like it's such stark contrast with the serious Japanese filmmakers that I watch on this channel. Like, this in comparison to Demon Bond is very, very strange. Yeah, sorry, the war's over. I don't even know what any of this is. I don't even know if I should touch any of this. I was gonna say earlier on that there's a little bit of an undercurrent of like just showing Korea, okay, of like Japanese exceptionalism in this movie, but very, very softly, like in comparing it to James Bond films, showing kind of a little bit of a slant of like cultural or imperialist kind of supremacy. but I'm wondering, because I don't know, obviously. I can't speak Japanese, but if this is like turning the volume up on that aspect a little bit, I just, like, that'd be weird if that were the case, because I wouldn't expect that from, like, a pop band movie. Like, while I don't think of, like, all, like, pop bands or movies about pop culture, oh my god, as, like, inherently political, usually I would conceptualize, like, music groups as being a little bit more, like, left-leaning than, like, the dominant culture, like the dominant government. And so I'm wondering if this movie is like, I was wondering if this is like affirming or subverting that kind of culture, that kind of dominant culture. But that was that's the opening scene in Old Boy. They were just walking them through the history of Japan since the war ended. It's a fucking weird movie. 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 Those jeans are a great fit. Landmines, okay? All jumping in completely different places. Look at this. They're doing sand walking. Boom. Yatta! Banzai! Those jeans are just fine as hell. I just wonder who's the manufacturer. That is some Steven Seagal judo right there.
Steven Seagal practices Aikido.
Sumimasen, sumimasen, sumimasen.
Thank you, Aki.
Thank you, Aki. Her name's Aki. Oh no! Platoon! Nane? That model blew up really easily. What? Is that supposed to be Braveheart? Is he putting on Braveheart makeup? No, Braveheart is, what am I talking about? Braveheart's like 15 years after this. 20 years after this. It's a grim ending. Oh no! Look, I don't like when I'm not like completely positive about the Americans doing it either, but... Demo? Atashi... This motherfucker is back. Was that like sequel potential? I don't know. Sayonara! Pride. I like the music to this. I mean, I like Japanese, like, rock or pop music in general, but oh god. I wanted a little bit more of this, actually. Just a little more dance sequences, music sequences. Yay! I didn't get any of the, like, the nuances to that at all. That was fun. It's a fun little movie. The nuances of the plot definitely escaped me. The nuances of the politics, if there are any politics to be said of this movie, escape me, though they seem troubling. Movies are a Trojan horse of that carry within them values, and sometimes those values are commercial, sometimes those values are nationalistic, and anytime a movie like portrays military conflicts or cultural conflicts, there is just a little bit of nationalism in there that worries me a little when I watch it in movies, which is why I try not to cover too many military films on this channel, especially military films from a dominant culture or a victorious culture's point of view. The music was fun. The costumes were fun. It's a movie filled with beautiful people. Just the band was beautiful. Shin was beautiful. Akiko's and the Snow Women assassins were beautiful. It was just like a lot of fun to look at and kind of hard to understand. And I suppose that in a way speaks to my own relationship with Japan while I was there. But yeah, a lot of fun. That was Make Way for the Jaguars. Check it out if you are able to do so. If you happen to speak Japanese or you've seen this movie before, let me know what I might have missed about this movie, because I found it a lot of fun, but I'd love to know more specifics about it if you happen to know. Like, why are they just eating spaghetti and Pepsi? Is there any information about this online? 1963, Akiko joined Shochiku and made her first film debut. It's cool. Interesting. Apparently the Jaguars were a real musical group that went from 1964 until 1971. So I assumed that this was a send-up of the Beatles or of the Monkees, but it's apparently a real band that drew inspiration from the Beatles and the Monkees. Shin Okamoto was 16 years old when he joined the band. I mean, the Beatles were young too, but Jesus. He joined in like 1965. This movie's from 1968, so he was like 19 years old during this movie, 18 maybe when it was filmed. That's crazy. Things move fast in the entertainment industry, I suppose. Yeah, that was Make Way for the Jaguars. Let me know if you know anything more about it. I'd love to hear. And in the meantime, I'll be trying to check out some other Japanese DVDs featuring movies whose languages I do not speak. It's a fun experiment. I might try this out with some other languages, and yeah. Don't forget to click the like button and subscribe for more old, obscure, and art house films. And until next time, keep watching good movies. Wild.